This is the FURNIMAT massage chair full body, the upgraded version with the touchscreen, motorized zero gravity. My first reaction was simple. It looks modern, it's big, and it means business. The brown and black PU leather feels smoother than I expected, wipes clean easily, and the stitching looks consistent around the seams where cheaper chairs usually fail. The frame on this unit is the FSC certified wood build, not steel, and it feels solid with no wobble when I shift my weight. It's rated to 350 pounds. I'm well under that, and it feels planted, even when the footrest extends. From my experience, setup took patience and 2 people. It ships in 2 boxes, which helped with the doorway, and the minimum 26-inch doorway guidance checked out in real life. Rolling it on hard floors was manageable thanks to the little transport wheels, but stairs were a workout. Power connects on the back, a couple of plugs for the arm sections, and then it was ready. The touch screen swung right into reach and booted quickly. It's the small stuff that set the tone for me. The included phone holder is handy, and the UI on the screen is straightforward enough that I didn't need a manual to start my first session. Key features that stood out after a week of daily use: the zero-gravity recline, the heat at the waist and feet, the 8 and 2 fixed roller system, the 4-foot rollers, and the airbags around shoulders, arms, hips, and legs. In case you're new to these terms, zero gravity is a reclining position that tips you back so your knees are slightly above your heart. The idea is to spread your weight more evenly, reduce pressure on the lower back, and let the rollers work deeper because your muscles aren't fighting gravity. Airbags are basically inflatable cushions that squeeze and release. They don't massage like rollers, but they create a kneading sensation that helps with circulation and muscle fatigue, especially in calves and arms. The massage character here is defined by those fixed rollers, 8 across the back and 2 at the hips. Fixed means they don't travel along a long SL track with 3D depth control. Instead, they work within set zones to simulate kneading and shiatsu. In practice, the back coverage feels consistent from the upper back down to the lower lumbar, and the 2 hip rollers add a surprising amount of relief after long desk days. Pressure-wise, this is not a soft chair at default. The lower back can get intense. On my first night, I put a thin towel behind me to soften the initial shock while I learned the settings. The touchscreen lets me adjust intensity and speed, and once I dialed it in, the sessions felt more intentional and less like I was wrestling the machine. The foot section deserves its own note. There are 4 rollers that work the arches and soles, and they're strong. If you have sensitive feet, start on low, because medium already bites down nicely after a long run or standing day. The calf airbags add a squeeze that, combined with the heat, gave me that heavy legs turning light feeling. On a cold evening, the waist and foot heat got warm enough to matter, without making me sweat. If you're wondering about actual numbers, heat typically sits around a gentle therapeutic level. I don't have a medical thermometer on it, but it never felt unsafe or uneven. Control-wise, the touchscreen is a win. I like having presets labeled in plain English and an obvious zero-gravity button front and center. The chair offers several auto programs, things like gentle, vigorous, or combos, and I can fine-tune the roller speed and air intensity without digging through cryptic menus. One thing I didn't love: there's no real memory for my custom mix. When I power off and come back later, I have to reselect my favorite tweaks. Not a deal breaker, just an everyday annoyance. The Bluetooth speakers are good enough for ambient playlists and guided breathing tracks. They won't replace a soundbar, but they fill the space around my head nicely, so I don't have to blast a TV for background noise. Let's talk fit, because it matters more than the spec sheet. The chair measures about 50 inches deep by 27 wide by 41.8 high in the upright position, and it weighs roughly 125 pounds. The footrest is retractable by about 12 centimeters. The listed height range says 4'9" to 5'7". I'm slightly above that, and I felt it. The shoulder area is snug, and I wish the footrest extended a couple more inches. My arms also felt a bit pinched in the arm channels when the airbags inflated. If you're broader in the shoulders or above average height, you can still use it, but expect a tighter fit and plan on adjusting the recline angle and air intensity to avoid feeling trapped. If you're within the listed range, you'll likely get a more seamless experience. One honest note about the brand name and model confusion. I saw multiple FURNIMAT 25 listings online, and not all of them describe the same internal tech. Some pages talk about SL track and 3D rollers, while this unit clearly uses the 8 and 2 fixed rollers. That's not a flaw in the chair I have, but it is a potential buying headache. In my opinion, verify the roller type before you buy. If what you want is the adaptive SL track with 3D depth and body scan, Make sure the listing explicitly says that and shows it in the manual or spec sheet. If you're okay with fixed rollers and want a simpler, reliable routine, this version does the job well. Real-life use has been steady. I run 1 or 2 15 to 20-minute sessions a day, almost always in zero gravity because it takes pressure off my lower back instantly. The hip rollers plus lumbar heat are my go-to combination after long edits at a desk. The chair isn't silent, the airbags hiss, and the foot rollers have a hum, but it's normal massage chair noise. After a couple of months, I did hear a light rattle near the calf area. I shot a short clip, sent it to support, and they shipped a replacement part that fixed it. That gave me a bit of confidence in the after-sales side. Delivery was the only rough patch. Mine arrived curbside without indoor placement included. 2 boxes, heavy, and definitely not a one-person lift. If you can swing it, schedule inside delivery or arrange help the day it arrives. From my experience, the best sessions are the ones where I start warm, maybe a quick stretch, then hit the chair with heat on and air intensity at medium. I put on low-light lo-fi through the speakers, tip into zero gravity, and let the back rollers do their thing. 15 minutes later, I'm calmer, and my lower back feels less cranky. If the rollers feel too aggressive on the spine, I either lower the speed or add that thin towel for a buffer. Simple tweaks like that keep the experience comfortable day after day. It's perfect for someone who wants full body coverage without paying for advanced mapping features, has a relatively compact frame, and values zero gravity plus heat. It also fits people who plan to use it in a home office or bedroom corner and need something with a smaller footprint compared to the giant flagship chairs. If you're taller or have broad shoulders, it will still work, but be ready for a snugger feel and consider a model with a longer track and a footrest that telescopes more. I'd recommend this for daily recovery after desk work, runners who need foot and calf attention, and anyone managing general muscle fatigue who likes the idea of a simple control panel and straightforward programs. If you're picky about precision targeting and want rollers that follow the S-curve into the glutes with deeper pull and adjustable pressure, look for the SL Track version in the market and confirm the feature list before you hit buy. In my opinion, this is a well-built, comfort-forward chair with honest strengths. The zero-gravity recline is the highlight, the heat is effective, and the foot rollers are strong enough to matter. The fixed roller design doesn't adapt to your back quite like a premium SL Track system, and the fit won't flatter every body type, but the value feels right for what it delivers. If you match the size profile and prefer a consistent routine over endless tweaking, you'll likely be happy. In conclusion, the FURNIMAT 2025 I've been using earns a spot in my daily wind down. It's not pretending to be a luxury spa robot. It's a sturdy massage chair that gives me reliable relief without fuss. Just double-check the exact roller type and delivery terms, set your expectations around fit, and you'll know exactly what you're getting. Please check the comments section for detailed information about the FURNIMAT 2025 massage chair full body. Thank you for watching.